What's up, print fam? Welcome to Home Depot. We're not at the print shop because I needed some supplies for the new air vent location. But because I was out and about, I thought I would stop by one of my customers and do a sales call. And it reminds me that I need to do more sales because I like it a lot. Went there, talked to them. They're going to do an initial order of 10 to test out the market because they're a local soda shop. We're going to do 10 of them, and then hopefully it will turn into a much bigger, more fruitful relationship. While I was there, I also sold 30,000 stickers to them, and we talked about shirts and some other things. It just is a reminder to me of once you build relationships, it's usually easy to sell them products that help their business. With doing this, I'm also going to provide some free signs because I want them to sell more. So I'm going to provide some signs with some pictures as a free marketing material for them, because the more that they can sell and market this product, the more they'll buy from me. Now let's get into Home Depot, get the supplies we need, get back to the office. I've been gone way longer than I planned on, but not necessarily longer than I should have been, because getting sales is important. To Home Depot. My Home Depot trip was a success. We got the hole in the wall. We got the vent. It is perfect, except for right there at the bottom. So I'll put some silicone on the outside to protect it. This is way better than our back insulation. But we'll get the hose on right here, get all the ducting. We haven't for sure decided if we're going to mount the hoses to the top or put them underneath. Both Taylor and I feel like we should put them up top, just because getting down underneath the table we don't think will be fun or easy or convenient. But my other thought was to maybe find some blast gates that are controllable rather than manual. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on that, because if we can control them via some other method, that would make it easier than actually having to pull them manually. And it would just make sure that whenever we're using a specific machine, we can make sure that we turn it on. But Taylor said he wants to leave early today. No progress will probably happen, other than what we already did. I got asked how we clean tumblers. So let's show you real quick. So we use LA Awesome. We spray it a couple squirts, and then we use a generic, what are these things called?
Magic eraser.
A generic magic eraser. I will link both products down below. If you have like a Dollar Tree or a All a Dollar, which is now like $1.25. If you have one of those around, go there and buy it. Don't buy it from Amazon. Amazon does sell it. It's just more expensive. But I will link it down below. You can buy it. The magic erasers are fairly cheap. I don't remember what they are, but I usually buy them in like a 50-pack or something. That's how we clean tumblers. Works very well. I wanted to discuss a little bit a question that Rick posed on Facebook with some of my internal struggles that I have been having lately about inventory. I'm going to kind of summarize it a little. I'll read a little specifically. But his question is why don't I focus on products that I can get delivered quickly from a wholesaler? Most of the major tumbler brands are available within a couple of days. I don't see why you'd invest thousands of dollars to do so. Main reason is, like, yes, the 20 and 30 ounce tumblers absolutely could get from somewhere else. The water bottle that I want to do, you can't, as well as the 40 ounce tumbler, you can't. And yes, it's a lot of colors, it's a lot of inventory, it's a lot of money, but there's a lot of money to be made when you're buying direct from the manufacturer rather than going through a wholesaler, because all the wholesaler is doing is making their money on that inventory. And it allows me to have a lower sale price, or even have the same sale price and make more money. And for me, I want to make as much money with my money as possible, even if it is tying it up into inventory for a little bit. With pens, I turn around pens that I buy typically within about a month, give or take, depending on the color. Some colors obviously sell better than others, and some I just have to have quantity to make sure I can fulfill orders. Like right now, I felt that really hard with the pens. And yes, I could go to Gold Star, I could go to Hub and do it. But part of the other thing that I'm trying to do is if I buy tumblers from the name brands in the industry, like the promo suppliers that I can get within a day or so, or even from like JDS or Johnson's Plastic, like, to get the best price, there's minimums. And the niche that I'm also trying to fill is those that don't want 24 or 48 or 100 tumblers. They want 5 and 10. And yes, I'll absolutely take the bigger orders. And I absolutely love when we get like 500 and 1,000 piece pen orders. But I want to serve the people that want 50 and those that want 100, but those that want them faster. So that's why I'm tying up my money there. One, I have 12%, 0%, 12 months, 0% financing on my credit card. So it's not hurting me. I'm actually making money from it. And not only that, I get 1.5% back on the purchase. So it makes sense to me to do it. Yes, it is definitely a struggle. It's do I buy more pens? Do I buy more tumblers? Do I add more capabilities to decorate the pens and tumblers? And it's a decision that I'm gonna have to go through. But I don't want my money, like I would rather have control over my money and how my money makes money rather than investing in the stock market or in a retirement plan. My business is my retirement plan. And if I was going to go put the money away, then it would just sit and I would have no control over it. Versus if I buy tumblers, I have control over how much to sell them for, when to sell them. Like I could turn around and sell every single tumbler if I just did it at a super low price. So that's kind of my philosophy. It does go a little bit against lean manufacturing. But even with lean manufacturing, like, yes, for the 40 ounce, I bought 20 different colors, and I'm not going to keep all 20 moving forward. But I am going to get 20 now to kind of get an idea of what people like. Just like with my pens. I've discontinued light blue because light blue is the one that I got the most complaints about. Not that they didn't like the color, but you can't see the engraving very well because there's not a high contrast in it. So I have to get some numbers behind me to learn the best way to do it. But I'm also not like the inventory, like the lean mentality to me is I still need a product, whether I'm the one buying it and storing it or not. Like Paul Akers, you look at his plant, it's a massive warehouse and he has inventory, but he only produces it in time. But you still have to have the raw material to do it. And tumblers and pens are my raw material. That's the way that I look at it. I hope that answers the question more detailed. And yes, I am still struggling with, should I take a little bit of the money that is from all these tumbler orders, hold on to it a little bit, buy more pens, buy more tumblers, or buy more capabilities of decorating. Right now, I'm leaning towards more pens. Look at this, print fam. Plumbers came. We got the sink all installed. Now we can clean tumblers here. It is going to be so nice to be able to do that. They had to run new drain and new supply. I don't have the bin yet for the ice machine, but the ice machine will go here. Leave a little bit of space for a table or a cart that we can roll in and out. That way it's easy to clean tumblers. Downside, there is no hot water here. Frankly, my bathroom only has a lukewarm water heater anyway. But for what we do, it is perfectly adequate. Print fam, I'm up on my tower because I thought maybe I could reach the light. But it's just a little too much out of my reach. So I'm probably 4 feet too short. But I could reach the fire sprint banner. But I like it, and I like them. So I'm going to leave it there. We have made a bunch of progress on the corner. I moved the carts over by the garage for now because I'm supposed to get pens on Monday. So that way, when Heidi, my UPS driver, comes, we can just wheel the carts out, load them on there, wheel them in. Still trying to work on this area. We did get, this is quite convenient. We did, as I said earlier, got the vent in. So we need to get all the plumbing organized for the exhaust so we can put the tabletop in and move all the lasers. I think once we do that, then it's really bad when you're right below it. I think once we do that, this area, it'll feel really nice, and maybe I can even park my truck inside. That would be awesome. Got a bit of a funny story, Print Fam. I've been waiting for a pull-up banner to arrive that was supposed to be here 2 days ago, and that magically arrived today. So I put it off to the side, was about to text my customer, when Daniel from the Facebook group was like, "Did you open it?" I was like, "Open what?" "The box that just came." I was like, "No, it's for my customer," which apparently I now need to open them to make sure they're okay, because it came damaged. I took it apart and fixed it. But it's a new time to make something better. Except it's not time to make something. It's time to make some money. Thank you, Daniel, for the gift. We'll put a line down the middle so we can track our 2 separate $1 million goals. Right now, we're just a little bit there at the bottom. But thanks, Daniel. I really appreciate it. It'll be fun to have it here in the corner with all the laser stuff. The photos that I'm trying to take of these don't do them justice. I need to get some sort of photo booth. But these 40-ounce tumblers, people just love them. And they turn out way nice. It's time to call it a night. I'm still struggling a little bit with inventory, but I think I'm going to spend the little bit on more pens, because they seem to be a product that is a more consumable product than the tumblers, and I think it has the most potential. Pens is what it will be. Now, just to determine how many pens. Luckily, Monday, my initial shipment of pens will come, and I can fulfill a bunch of orders that are prepped and ready to go for Monday. Let's pray UPS is on time. Let's hope Heidi's back, because the struggle is real. I appreciate y'all being here. I'm not working tomorrow, so we'll see you next week, Print Fam. Thanks for watching.